Hey guys, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today we're going to be talking about a fragrance brand called by Rosie Jane. This is a clean beauty brand that you've probably seen all over Sephora. I just see them everywhere and I've never really given them the good old-fashioned try. And I just got this discovery set from by Rosie Jane, so I thought why not go through them all and try them for you guys. I also have two of the fragrances in travel sprays, and I do have the body wash for one of the fragrances called Rosie. So I have a little bit of experience with some of the scents, a little bit of familiarity. I thought today I would go through them all and talk to you about my thoughts on the brand. So without further ado, let's get into the video. This is the by Rosie Jane fragrance tester kit. It retails for $25 if you're in the States. I do find that this brand is somewhat affordable when it comes to fragrances. I've recently been on a journey trying a bunch of fancy bougie body washes, and I was really surprised because this is one of the nicest body care formulas I've ever felt. And when I looked up the price of this compared to a lot of the other fancy body care brands, this was like $24 for this entire thing of body wash, which is genuinely an amazing formula. So I was really surprised that this was like so affordable compared to all of the other brands, and generally their fragrances as well kind of stay under that $100 mark, so I do appreciate that for a brand. I like something that's affordable. All right, I just had to take a quick break and charge my little light here because it died, so we had to start over. This is the by Rosie Jane kit. It comes with 7 fragrances. As you can see inside, I did take out one of the fragrance oils. I brought this back home when I visited my family over the Christmas break, and I took the little mini of dulce out and I left it at home. So we have all of these, but thankfully I do have the dulce in the travel size, so I have that. Let's just start from the top, shall we? With Rosie. Rosie is actually the one fragrance that I am familiar with. I do have Rosie in a full size as well as the body thing, and I also had a Rosie everyday body milk. I'll put a photo up here. I completely went through it and I recycled my bottle, so I don't have any anymore. It's a good product if you like a really lightweight lotion. It actually feels like milk, which I like. This perfume is very clean and like smells like fresh air. There's a really light fluffy laundry like musk, which to me smells like galaxolide is what I believe is in here. It might not be, but I do believe that that's the specific musk that they use, at least one of them. Beside musk there is sweet rose, and it doesn't really smell rosy to me. It just smells like breathing in fresh air. It's really like so pretty. If you like milk from Deadcool, this is a very similar fragrance, except this one's a little more perfumey. Like I find Deadcool milk is a little more like nutty and savory almost, whereas this one is laundry-like, you know, where it's a little more perfumey, I guess. Like they're both fragrances and neither of them are really perfumey at all, but Deadcool milk almost smells like there's like a nutty smell to it, like something, yeah, kind of savory, milky savory, whereas this one is like clean, musky, airy, and there is rose, which like I don't really get it. I know some people, anytime I mention a floral note or a rose, will just get scared, and I just don't want you to get scared of this because this is not anywhere near floral. But there is something that adds like a prettiness to it, like a ballerina, or just running in circles with my arms out, doing cartwheels. It just smells really pretty and nice, and I really like it. So that is what I think of Rosie. In terms of longevity, I don't believe that this is the most long-lasting scent, but I do think that this is one of my favorite scents. It's such a good perfume for a body wash because one, the body washes they're glass, but it's like supposed to be like a break-resistant glass. I've dropped this and it hasn't broken on me, thankfully. I really like the formula of this stuff. I think it's like niacinamide, stuff like that. And I just like this fragrance in a body wash because I'm such a perfume person that sometimes I like my body wash to not clash with my perfume. And this is one that you never have to worry about layering because this can just go with anything because it's like musky, soft, clean, and it's really just goes with anything. Next, let's try Leila. This one says it has fresh cut grass and jasmine, which I've not smelled. I think I've smelled this before. I feel like I heard about this on TikTok, but I just cannot remember where I saw it or what I heard about it. But just the name sounds familiar to me. Oh, this already smells like very perfumey. Again, airy, light. I get the pear. It's a juicy pear that almost has like a citric facet to it. Yeah, like there's a really strong citrusy note to it. I'm gonna put this on my skin. So far, I quite like it. This is a really pretty spring scent. I do think I would really like this for spring. Okay, I'm getting a lot more of the white florals now that it's sitting on me. It smells like not a Sour Patch Kid. It smells like a Jolly Rancher candy. The watermelon Jolly Rancher candy, it smells like. Part of me really likes it, but part of me doesn't. I smell it and I think I really like this. I love this. I would wear this. But then I think, I actually don't think I'd wear this. I like how it smells. It's like a juicy kind of nectarine. These white florals in it that add this like really strong, emotionally moving or atmospheric. Like it brings me to like a field, but the fruity scent reminds me of like a shampoo that I've had before. Overall, this fragrance is very eau de parfum. You know, it's a fragrance that I can tell from smelling it. It's not gonna last you a crazy amount of time, probably like 4 hours. That's about what I get from Rosie, and that's what I've heard online. People say that these last about like 4 hours. Yeah, the more I sit on me, it goes more white floral. The jasmine really pulls forward, or at least I think it's jasmine. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think it's for me. It's not bad by any means, but it's like the fruity notes are kind of abrasive rather than like rounding out the florals, you know? Yeah, I'm not a fan of the pear note in here. Okay, next up, let's smell James. This is fig, amber, and gardenia, and it says that it smells like dancing in the rain is what it's supposed to smell like. Yeah, so far Rosie is my favorite by far. I'm not sure how I feel about James. I'm not a big fig person. I know that a lot of people like it. It kind of had its moment. I can be okay with fig if it's like a milkier fig, you know, but I don't know about this one. Oh, it's giving plastic. It's kind of giving fresh. I'm getting the woods. This is a lot more masculine smelling than I thought it would. There's something that smells like balloons, like almost latex. I put it on me. The only notes that I can find for this are fig, gardenia, and amber. I low-key cannot really figure out how I feel about this. I like it, but I really don't. But I do. I don't know. I can't tell how I feel about this. This fragrance is inspired by the last days of summer, early sunsets, and cooler nights. It definitely smells cool. Like smelling this, like it actually smells cold, kind of, which is funny because usually woody notes smell woody, but it smells like a dock. Like you're sitting on a dock and your feet are in the water and you're like talking to a friend, but it's got to a point where your feet have been in the water so long that you're like actually kind of chilled to the bone. Maybe that's just me because I'm actually cold right now. Yeah, I don't know if I have like a really strong constructive feedback for that fragrance. There's just something smelling it that kind of reminds me of balloons and like the moss and the wet wood on the dock of a bay. And I like it on paper, but I didn't like it on my skin so much. Rosie is still my favorite. I think Rosie is my favorite, followed by Leila, and James is probably my least favorite so far. Okay, next up, let's smell Madie, which is supposed to be jasmine, sea, and vanilla. This one says it smells like a beach in a bottle. Okay, I'm gonna spray it on the back of my hand. I don't know if I really love the like beachy scents, you know, like with the white florals, but we'll see how I feel. Very sunscreeny. I don't think I like this. It smells super indolic and just so salty, and I can't tell if it's indolic, like either the indoles or like the kind of fecal notes that you get in some white flowers, or if it's too salty that it feels like I'm choking up, like I'm like I've like gulped up seawater. Doesn't smell like that. It smells like kind of clean, but it smells like especially the aerosolized sunscreens, like not the Hawaiian Tropic lotions. It smells like the aerosol sunscreens. I don't like this at all. I don't even get vanilla. I just get indoles, like a very indolic jasmine, like slightly fecal. Specifically on me, I know everyone's nose is different with jasmines. Like there's some jasmines that I'll smell and I'll be like, oh my god, this smells very fecal. And other people will say, wow, this is the cleanest jasmine. And I'm like, I'm not smelling what you're smelling. So I don't know if I'm sensitive to the indoles or if my brain makes up indoles that don't exist, but that is very much what I get with this fragrance, and I just can't think of anything else. Oh my gosh, I didn't expect. I'm being very underwhelmed so far. I thought I would like these, but we'll see. I have 3 more. Next up we have Dylan, which is cedar, frankincense, and white musk, and it says it feels like being in love. We'll see about that. I like being in love. Okay, cedar, frankincense, and white musk. This could be good. I'm getting sandalwood. It's giving Home Depot. It's giving lumber section. It smells like staticky, like it kind of smells like there's something here in common with Dead Cool. I'm guessing, or sorry, Dead Cool milk. It has that kind of savory scent that Dead Cool milk has. So I wonder if they must have the same white musk note in here that has that, again, savory, almost nutty smell, like almost oily and fatty, but very cedary. But this is a super soft perfume. I think that Based on the perfume notes, this should be one of the longer lasting ones, but it's very faint on me. It's just okay. Next up we have Lake, which is vanilla, sandalwood, and neroli, which feels like sleeping under the stars. Let's hope it does. Okay, one smell and I already know what's going on here. This is their version of Byredo's G Water, Toga Colette, Creed Sublime Vanille, Commodity Gold. This is their version of that. It's citrusy, kind of lemony in the opening. I've smelled this a million times. It smells like Commodity Gold, Toga Colette, Byredo G Water, but I like it. I like this DNA. It works for me. It smells good. It's fresh enough, and there's almost something that's sort of pulling Xerjoff Lyra-y, but I get a lot of the lemon in the opening. This is probably my favorite beside Rosie so far. Last up, I believe this is the most premium from the brand. This is Dulce from by Rosie Jane. This one's supposed to smell like a vanilla ice cream, but it also has notes of chocolate as well, which is kind of interesting. And this is very popular right now because it's supposed to be a dupe of Bianco Latte from Giardini. What is this supposed to smell like? Mixtapes and long kisses. Interesting. I'll tell you what, I smelled this the first time and I thought it smelled a lot like Bianco Latte. It really does in the opening, but like a lot of like kind of dupes I've smelled, this smells empty. Like I described one Delina dupe in this way, but it smells like the carcass of Bianco Latte. Like it smells like the outside of it, but you don't get the inside, you don't get the depth, you don't get the support. There's something slightly synthetic and plasticky to this, but it smells really good. It smells really pretty. It's a lot more accessible than Bianco Latte. It's a lot more affordable than Bianco Latte. It's also marketed as clean, where Bianco Latte is not. Oh, it's so good. Yeah, this is a really addictive, warm, creamy vanilla. It definitely smells like vanilla ice cream. There is a creaminess and a milkiness to this perfume that I don't get from Bianco Latte. It still has the coumarin, but I'm guessing that it has much less coumarin. It's the smallest note in the fragrance ingredients. And the coumarin in Bianco Latte is one of the most prominent notes, especially at the beginning, that really gives it that kind of caramel smell. This one definitely doesn't have that, but I do like it. It's definitely more faint and softer projecting than Bianco Latte. I think that you don't need to own both, but I do think this is something I would wear. I kind of want to get the body oil now because I think that I really like this. This is definitely my favorite from by Rosie Jane. However, I do like Lake and I do also really like Rosie. If you're looking to get something from this brand, if you have the same taste as me, my favorites are Rosie. If you like a soft skin scent, something that's good for layering, something that's good for everyday, maybe the office. Body wash and the body lotion are really nice for this too. And if you want something a little more gourmand or everyday, Dulce is good if you like sweet scents. And an everyday scent that's not as gourmand would be Lake. Overall, I'm a little underwhelmed by this brand. I mean, I didn't expect them to blow me away. I feel like a lot of clean fragrance brands do really easy perfumes, if you know what I mean. They all fit a certain category and they all are very conventional. There's a lot of perfumes on the market that smell like a lot of these. There's nothing that's completely unique to by Rosie Jane, at least not to my opinion. I'm interested to see what they launch in the future, but as for now, this is kind of what I think of their fragrances. I really like Dulce. I like Rosie. I love their body care products. I do think they should definitely do more of these, and they're definitely worth checking out if you're looking to get something. So yeah, let me know what you think of these and what fragrance brand I should do in the next video. Follow me on Instagram, follow me on TikTok, and please make sure to subscribe so you see all my videos. Catch you guys in the next one.